This program on investing under regulation crowdfunding is not investment advice.
Rising with the crowd, power unbound, change makers lead where hope is found. Superpowers for good, shaping the fate. Investors and dreamers open the gate. Super Crow stands loud, proud and true, building tomorrow for me and you.
Welcome to the Superpowers for Good show from the Super Crowd, where, have you ever wondered, do you remember how you struggled to raise capital for your first home purchase? Maybe you are in that mode of trying to save up to buy your first home. Maybe you're in that scary place where you're not sure you'll ever be able to buy a first home. Well, our guest today is working on solving that problem and building a business around it. So stick around. You don't want to miss this episode. Today we're hosting Timothy Griggs of KribSavup. Timothy, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you so much, Devin, and thank you for having me here. I'm just excited about being here to be able to share our vision with the crowd here. So thank you so much.
Well, we're thrilled. We're thrilled to have you, Tim.
Yes.
As you think about your incredible, important work, it seems to me that your history in real estate is kind of what drives this. Tell us about how you came to this idea that we needed to do something to help people actually get into their first homes.
Yes, thank you. Great question. So, in mortgages and qualifying individuals for mortgages, it's really heartbreaking to see someone wanting to buy their first home. They have a vision for their family. They have a good heart, but they have no idea about the steps to take to prepare for home ownership. Many times I've ran credit, and my client is really surprised about what's on their credit report. They have no idea. And in preparing mortgage application and putting the information in the mortgage application, they have no idea of the process that's involved with that. So, and then when we start getting all and gathering all the information and then have to issue that denial letter, that just hurts my heart and me wanting to help them prepare for homeownership. So I said, how can we prepare people for the process? And that seems to be the gap, is preparing them for the process of going before they get to that place of applying for a mortgage. So I developed a fintech. It's a social fintech application that will link their accounts. It'll auto-populate their accounts. It will give them their credit score. It will allow them to view what's on their credit report, get all the information on their credit report. And it will also allow them to invite friends and family members in the gamification feature to go along with them through the process, so they're not in this alone. Okay, so that's the overview of KribSavup. We are bringing in other features within the application, the AI features that will also be very helpful in helping them go through the process.
That's great. That's great. Now, you've spent years in the real estate business. Tell us a little bit about your career up to this point and how you've helped people get into homes.
Yes. So what most people have no idea of all the programs that, especially I should say, first-time homebuyers. They have no idea of all the programs that are available to them, whether it be down payment assistance, the low down payment first-time homebuyer programs. So there's a lot of different ways that individuals can actually qualify to buy a home, and not only that is with our vision with KribSavup is bringing in friends and family members. Whether you want to buy your first home or even buy that investment property, you can do so together. You can save together. You can improve your finances together. We're not sharing data. We're very sensitive about that. But the users can actually interact with each other. And we will be bringing in lenders' products right there, right within the app, that where they can jump in a group with a lender and communicate with them, and and get help as to how to apply for a mortgage and get approved on their platform. So there will be a variety of different products within the application that will help the user and understand the process of going through the process of homeownership. So anyway, that's where we are in that space,
Yeah.
and looking to expand our app and get the user so we can bring in those features within the application. The application we're already available in the app stores, and so you
Oh, great.
can jump in to the App Store, go to KribSavup, download it, create their budgets, and get started within the space. So they can actually do that now. Okay.
Oh, that's great.
Friends and family members to go through the process with you. So it's exciting that when we brought in the gamification features, it brought some excitement to our audience and our users, because they don't feel like they're in it all alone. And so, and that's important to go through the process, and you can have a friend go along with you. We will be bringing in college groups. I have some college interns that are reaching out to me that wants to get involved. They're asking about internships and how can they get involved. So we have in our plans, in our strategies to create those groups for them, and where colleges, they can compete with one another, and a gamification feature as they improve their credit and their finances, but having fun doing so. Okay, so
Yeah.
that's the whole vision of KribSavup, is to not make it so daunting, but um, make it fun, make it exciting for them. So we have an AI character, Stuart, that we will be building out as well, and Stuart is going to help them as well, where they're going to be able to even compete with Stuart through the process. And
How
Stuart
fun.
is going to be tied into uh, a simulator, a credit simulator. So the user is going to actually be chasing Stuart as they improve their credit. Okay, so that in mortgages we have credit simulators. If someone needs to get to a certain score, so we do a simulation as to what needs to be done to get to that a certain score. Well, tying Stewart into that is the Stewart is going to always be a little bit ahead of them. We're going to be able to let the user know what they need to do to catch Stewart. But
That's
he's going to
great.
always be a step ahead of them. So
There you go. There you go.
we're excited about being able to bring that to our users as they improve their finances, their credit, and have fun through the process. So we're really differentiating ourselves from the other budgeting apps, but we have those budgeting features. We have those APIs all in place. We have the securities in place. We have the facial ID, all of those functions in place. Where
Good. Well,
it's going
let's
to
talk a
protect.
little bit about the
Yes.
crowdfunding, because you've got an offering on Netcapital. Tell us a little bit about why you decided to raise capital from the crowd.
Well, thank you for that. Since I started KribSavup right after the pandemic, it was TGS Financial Systems. That's the name that we started with, the Good Steward Financial System. We still own the name, the Good Steward. We will be doing financial literacy programs under that. I am actually doing a financial literacy program here in the city of Beaumont with the Parks and Recreations Center here in the city of Beaumont. Well, when I started with the development right after the pandemic, I started putting a lot of my own funds into the development. It's one thing led to another, and I just continued going and developing, getting input on what's the users are looking for, what's going to engage them, what's going to actually help them, and why they should use it, and what's going to be attractive for them to use. So we went through a number of changes over our platforms after spending a lot of money in development and bringing in those APIs and going through all the compliance checks and getting approved and getting on the app stores. That has been a real challenge for me. So now we're seeking to get help by going to our audience and investors to come on board to see our vision and help us get this out to market, to get KribSavup out to the market, get it out to the users, get it into our communities, to be able to help users to be able to improve the process of home ownership. There's a lot of
That's really great,
yes, yeah.
Tim. I'm just excited to hear about that. We folks, as you members of the super crowd are listening to this, I want you to think about this in two ways, right? Maybe three, right? Maybe you are struggling to save up to buy a home.
Mhm.
You probably want to use the app. Maybe as part of your savings, it makes sense to invest in this deal. I don't know. Check
Yes.
it out. Maybe you should be an investor. Maybe not with all of your savings, of course not. Maybe just a little bit.
Yeah.
Put something in. And finally, I want to encourage you to be thinking about who in your network might be able to help people even more by investing a little more in this. People who already own a home have the resources to be helpful. Maybe share this with them, because the social impact here, helping people get into homes more efficiently, is so huge and so important. We don't want to miss the opportunity to help people. And now with crowdfunding, with regulated investment crowdfunding, we can participate in the upside as well. So I encourage you to really be thoughtful and check it out. Listen, we're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we're going to talk to Tim about his superpower. So stick around. You don't want to miss this.
Yes. Thank you.
Download a free copy of How to Make Money with Impact Crowdfunding, the book Sarah Hanks describes as
a fantastic overview, not just of crowdfunding investing, but of investing in general.
Andrew Savickas raved,
"This book offers unparalleled insights for anyone looking to make a difference."
Scan the QR code to get your copy. Supercrowd 25, where innovation meets impact.
18 hours of live content, 5 platforms, 1 global audience.
Join the largest event for regulated investment crowdfunding. Live pitches, expert panels, real change.
August 21st and 22nd.
Scan the code or visit thesupercrowd25.com to register free today.
Struggling to raise capital for your business? Unlock the power of the crowd with AI. My free guide, Crowdfunding Made Simple, walks you through every step to success. Get funded smarter, faster. Scan the QR code now for your free download. Hello, Super Crowd. We're here today. I'm your host, Devin Thorpe, and we're here today with Tim Griggs, the CEO and founder of KribSavup, talking about how to help people get into their first home, qualify for that first mortgage. It's so challenging, and it's never been more difficult in the history of our country. And so this has never been a more needed tool. And I realize there are lots out there, but this is an innovative, gamified approach that Tim's created. But we're going to shift gears. We've been talking about the business. We're going to shift gears now. And we're going to talk to Tim about his superpower. So stick around. You don't want to miss this. Timothy, you really have accomplished something meaningful with creating this new gamified, motivated tool for helping people get into their first home and qualify for that first mortgage. It's so incredibly important. What is your superpower?
What is my superpower? My faith, my passion to see this get into the hands of people that really need it. It's a passion to be able to help users in our communities to be able to purchase a home. This dream is just, it seems like it's just diminishing as generations come forward, and the millennials and the and Gen Z. It's it's they're not realizing how important it is to own real estate, to have that. Well, they're not even realizing that they can, and so that dream is just, it seems like it's diminishing, and we want to do something about that. It's been a passion of mine to be able to do that, something that's going to help them and have the dream of home ownership. We need to keep that alive, because that's one of the main sources of building financial wealth and financial health for the future. So we need to make it very engaging and go where they are in their space, and create platforms that are going to be engaging to them, that they're going to be able to get to that stage of home ownership and investment property. We talk about first homes, it's just not just first homes. It's investing in real estate, having that part of your portfolio for the future generations. And that's another part of what we wanted to bring in, is to be able to have the family members and friends to be able to go through that process with them, even if they're not looking to buy a home for themselves, but to invest somehow in real estate and make that part of their portfolio for the future. So
Yeah, that's beautiful. That is just beautiful, and I appreciate that powerful sentiment. As you think about um, this passion, I wonder, can you think of a story that illustrates this time when you deployed your faith, your passion for helping people get into a home or to buy a first property or something? Can you think of a specific example? Maybe you can anonymize it a little bit if it would be embarrassing or
you
personal.
know,
But
I have
you have a story?
several. I have several. Thank you, Devin. I have several that I can think of, but one, it's um, a long time friend, someone I grew up with. We reconnected later on in life. She realized that I was doing mortgages, came to me. She was in the beauty. She had a beauty salon business, and she wanted to purchase a home, and And as we know, or we may not know, but in business, you have to be able to have on your tax return to be able to show the income. And so and a lot of times what business owners do, they end up writing off everything and giving up all of their income. So they can't, they don't have the income to actually qualify for a home. So she came to me one year, and I counseled her. I sat down with her, I let her know that this is what we need to do. And she followed the steps. And that's why it's so important that we set the platform to have the users be able to follow the process, go through the process. A year later, she came back to me. She followed the instructions. I put her with one of my agents, found her a home, and she's in that home today. And she could, and not we're so excited that we were able to help her. The reward of seeing that, and for her family, is just, oh, it's just overwhelming. It's just the rewards of that, and it's just such a reward to see that process work for her. And so and I can say that about several of our other clients that we have that have come to us struggling. Another individual that I can think of, that he was he's in an electrical union, and his credit was horrible, and I had to sit down with him and counsel him on his credit. And again, he followed the steps. He did what I asked him to do, and a year later, I was able to qualify for him a home loan. So that was very rewarding. So those rewards mean so much to me. So that's why it's so important that it's not so much the finances that we can achieve from this, but the rewards of seeing someone get into their home, and
That's great. That's
next
just great.
generation get into their home, to build that passion for
Yeah.
the future generations.
Now, we're running out of time here, Tim. Let me ask you quickly to give us a tip. Give us one tip for harnessing our own passion and faith to help other people in the way that you do.
Well, it's a tip is to encouragement. I like I mentioned earlier, I put my faith forward. I keep going. so so I would say for others is to encourage, let them know there is help out there. There's people, there's groups that want to help solve this problem. There's the Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, and the large lenders. They know that this is a problem, and they want to solve this problem. So we will also be reaching out to these large lenders, and I'm looking to network with them, and we're in conversations with them now on how they can help get involved with our platform and come on board with KribSavup. So encouragement, to keep going. You can purchase a home. There's so many in the younger generations, they're not even thinking that, and realizing how important that is for their future and their financial growth and their financial goals. So anyway, that would be what I would say, is encourage others, encourage the youth that you can purchase your first home, no matter what situation you're in now with your credit. You can achieve those goals, and
That's
the
great.
technology is there to do it.
That's fantastic. Tim, as we wrap up now, tell people again how they can learn more about KribSavup and how they can invest. What's the trick?
Well, you can to learn more about KribSavup, you can reach out to me via LinkedIn, or you can invest on that screen, that link that's on the screen, that s4g.biz /crib. You can go there and you can learn more about KribSavup there, about what we're doing, about our process. And you can also download the app on the
That's
App Store.
right. That's
Yeah.
right. The app is live in the
Yes,
Google Play and
it's
and the
live
iOS
there.
store. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
great. Well, listen, thank you so much for being with us. We wish you every success, and thank you for the time that you've made for us to be a guest on the show today. We're just thrilled, and again, we really want to see you succeed in this great effort.
Oh, thank you so much, Devin. Thank you.
All righty. Now let's do some good.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. Thank you.